Hello, my viewers. Welcome to Huga Social Academy. In this session today, I would like to give you some sort of suggestion regarding the tips for staying organized and focused while studying. Tips for staying organized and focused while studying. But before giving these tips, let me say you or give you a message of staying focused through a small story. Once upon a time, in a village, it was decided to construct a temple, and it was decided to install an idol in the temple. So the villagers goes to the sculptor and orders him, gives him the work to carve a beautiful idol of a goddesses. The sculptor accepts, and very next day he starts working on it. He moves to the nearest forest and he collects two big stones from the forest and brings to his shop. He takes a rest, and very next day, by taking all the necessary tools, he starts carving on the stone. One stone was next to it, another stone on which he was carving. He starts carving now by his tools, and the day finishes. The very next day he starts, and very suddenly from the stone the voice comes. The sculptor was amazed and he listens carefully. The stone says, "It's paining, it's paining." The sculptor asks, "Do it's really paining?" It says, "Yes, I'm getting a lot of pain because of the work which you are doing on me. You are hitting me." The sculptor, what he does, he leaves it and looks here and there. And suddenly his eyes fell on the another stone which he brought from the forest and starts collecting all his tools and sits near in front of the another stone. The work was given and it has to be completed. So it starts carving on the next stone. The work continues, and at last the rough stone was converted into a beautiful idol of goddesses. And after 2 years, the villagers comes to the sculptor. They see, oh, what a beautiful carving it was. And by paying the money, they collect the idol of a goddesses. But simultaneously with that, the villagers ask to the home to the sculptor by seeing the another stone. Do this stone is also useful for you? Sculptor says, no, this is not useful for me. So can we take it? Villagers asks. The sculptor says, yes, you can take it. They take the both the stone, one stone which is beautifully carved with the goddesses idol, and one stone which is rough. There is no shape. Both were being taken. The temple was ready. The temple was ready. The beautiful carving of the stone in the form of goddesses was taken to the center of the temple, Garbhagriha, where it was installed. It was installed. And another stone was kept at the steps of the temple. Steps of the temple. And day goes one after one after one after one after. The stone which was kept on the steps didn't got the respect what the respect was being given to the stone which is converted into the beautiful goddesses which is there itself, but far from it. The people reaches to that beautifully carved goddesses, touches, bow their feet, bow their head in front of it. But the same thing towards the stone which is kept at the steps was being used in a different form. Sometime by for the people who come for the temple was like the coconuts which are being used, right? They were being hit on the stone. Sometime the footwears which were being used, which are being used by the people, they used to keep in front of the stone. Sometime people used to sit on the stone. Sometime children used to take small stones and hit on that large stone. So overall, it was a pain which he was permanently taken. And then that day the stone realizes, if that time if I would somewhat tolerated the pain today, I would be on that place. So conclusion is, if today you take the pain, today if you do hard work, today if you struggle for your future, the future is going to be very bright, beautiful. So my dear viewers, my dear students, please follow something which is very necessary for the development of your future. So while studying, when you are sitting for the study, there is a need of focus. So what steps you can take to remain as a constant over your studies? So these are some of the very important steps. Like, you have to make a plan for the whole day. You have to make a plan, and in this plan you have to decide how much of time I should give for that particular work. So you have to make a proper plan for that work. You have to create a relaxed study environment. Relaxed study environment has to be created. You can't sit quiet, right? Or you can't create an area where there is a lot of disturbance. You have to make yourself the environment which makes you to be relaxed while doing the study. Reward yourself after completion of the work. If satisfactory that work is been completed, if satisfactory it is completed, then the smile will be on your face, right? You will be happy by that work. So you reward yourself for the completion of that work. That has to be regularly done. For example, if you complete a one chapter, you have read and you have perfect in that, then yes, you reward yourself. One is over. Like in this way, if you go on, the burden automatically reduces. Take regular breaks, which is very essential, right? When you sit for the study, whether you are sitting with taking the help of the chairs and tables, or whether you are sitting at the down, okay, you have to take a little bit of break in between, have a plenty of water with you, okay, so go on drinking, which will help you to remain very cool. That should be there. Focus on one thing at a time. At one time one work should be focused. You can't keep all the subjects together. At one time one subject should be in your hand, then it will help you to complete the total process. 2 minutes here you observe, 2 minutes that textbook you observe, third minute you have observed that one, then you will be not at all having any proper focus on any particular subject. So what you have to do, you have to focus one thing at one time, eliminate distraction, okay, anything it may be which distracts you while the studying. Like for example, if the mobile is being kept in front of you, then keep it side. If the friends have been calling you to move outside, don't give attention towards that, okay. Don't go with the televisions. All those things which distracts you, all those things which distracts you while doing the study should be eliminated, should not be in front of you. That you have to maintain. Train your brain. This is very important. You have to train your brain. And how you are going to train? Asking question to yourself. Okay, you should ask the question to yourself. After reading a chapter, the number of questions which arises, you ask to yourself and you give the answer to that question. You yourself give the answer. You ask the question to yourself and yourself you give the answer to yourself. That has to be done. Reduce stress by meditating. You can use the different methods for the meditation, for the relaxing the stress. Okay, you can sit alone, you can do the meditation, you can listen a very silent music, right? Steps which makes you to be stress free, that you have to do it. That should be done. Review your study. This is very very important. Whatever you have studied, you have to analyze yourself. Analyze helps you to know that how much you are been ready for it, whether it is still to be studied, whether half it is being studied, whether it's a just to look back. In this way you have to review your studies. So these things if you follow, these things if it is being followed, you are staying to be organized. You will stay organized and focused, okay, while doing the studies. So these are very very important steps which will help you to what? To focus on the study more instead of getting distraction. So if these things are been done, okay, you will definitely reach your goal. So don't become a stone which says I'm getting pain. Become a stone who later is been praised. So work hard for your progress. And this is only possible when you focus everything on it. My coming videos, I'm going to come up with some of the very important questions which maybe are going to be asked in your annual exam of social science. So coming videos, I will come with the different questions and their answers. Different questions and their answers of 1 marks, 2 marks, 3 marks, as well as the 4 marks. So be tuned with me, be in touch with me, so that regarding the social science subject, you will be very clear and you will be very confident while when you are there to write your annual exams. So be tuned with me and make others to be the part of Ugar Social Academy.